Hi y'all, I'm actually over here doing some work. Yes, some work on my Etsy shop. So right now, so far what I'm doing is just cutting up the envelopes, like the front and back. And basically, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing, but yeah, so I'm basically cutting these up. Now I will say, you know, my laminator, the free laminator that I did get does have a cutting board on there, which I enjoyed, but I really want it. For some reason, it's kind of like wobbly, like the thing is kind of wobbly. So I felt like I didn't have always precise cuts. So I did go back to Hobby Lobby, and I just got this one. This was 13 something, and then I used the 40% off coupon, so it was like 8 something, a little bit less than $9. And I'm still having to do the measurements. I did want I forgot the other brand. I forgot what the other brand is. But the other one, I was watching some channels and wow, I can't remember the name. But anyways, that one was it was larger, And this thing does pull out, but the paper that I'm using is just so wide that I can't even like see this ruler. So it's kind of like pointless for me to, but at least this is precise, and this doesn't, I mean, this goes up and down. Let me say that. This goes up and down so I could put the paper through, and this is very precise. So it's not, it can't move around much, and when this is down, this does not move. If that makes any sense. So yeah, I thought this was going to be a little bit better than the other one. I am definitely using this to round off the envelope corners, and I am making some mini ones. I don't know if people will be interested, but I am making some mini ones. I'm like, Candace, yeah. Okay, y'all know I'm cheap, right? Some people want to say frugal, but I just believe I'm cheap. Now, I guess it's frugal, cheap. To me, those two words are the same. To me, okay? I know some people are like, no, don't say cheap. I'd rather say frugal. Okay, whatever. But my thing is, okay, you see this right here? I have to cut the paper off, right? I have to cut the paper off. And even when I used to do cash envelopes before, not the laminated ones, but my whole thing is I like to use up as much as possible, okay? Now, I can't fit this into a regular smegular dollar. A regular smegular dollar does not fit in here, which is okay. But I'm like, I see some channels or some, because, I watch people that have channels and they actually have Etsy shops as side hustles, and they have the small ones. And I'm like, Candace, you can do that. You can do that. So that's what I'm keeping, like all of these extra smaller ones. I'm going to make those afterwards. So all of these, they're already 3 inches wide. Now I just have to cut them like 3 inches this way. So maximize your stuff, y'all. Maximize your stuff. Like, y'all know I'm not here to make money, okay? That's not what I do. That's not why I have my Etsy shop. I will link up above the reason why I have my Etsy shop. It's really just like I do everything else, and why I share everything I share is just to help others along their journey. And to let them know they're not alone. And let's kind of go back. I wanted to talk to you while I work, but this is real. This is real. What does my new channel name mean? My new channel name, basically, because you guys know I keep it real with y'all, keep it raw. I'm always transparent. And that's what bare means. Bare. It's naked. It's, I'm not covering anything up. Now, some things that may be more sensitive, I may keep to myself, but really nothing's really sensitive to me. Um, but that's what the name of my channel is. Bear It All with Candace. So I'm bearing it all. I'm giving you guys my all. I'm sharing a lot with you, keeping it real. That's what my channel name means. And yes, I did have to look up which beer it was. I'm like, the English, I feel like English is kind of so complicated because you have so many words that sound the same, but they're spelled different, and like they have different meanings, and y'all know English. So yeah, I did have to look it up. I figured it was BARE, but I just double checked, and yeah, that's what that means. I did my own design. I'm very proud of myself. I know a lot of people before I wanted to change my my channel name. What was it? Talks with Candace or something like that. And everybody's like, oh, that's a nice name, but I really like Cool Blue. I do like Cool Blue as well. But I wanted to, I'm not changing the direction of my channel. That's not me, but I just feel like this really incorporates what I do on my channel, keeping it real, sharing with you guys my life. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm going to be posting some more. So far, I have only made 6 sets. I have sold them all out. I posted some Saturday night going into Sunday. Those 3 sold out. And then the other ones I posted that first day, which I think was Saturday. Nope, which was Friday. I sold those out. There was only 3. It does take some time to make these. I'm not trying to be fast production or anything. My sister said, oh, you need to hurry up. I'm like, I'm not here to see how much money I can make. You know, I know a lot of people are just like, yeah, get that money. And y'all know me. Money is not my end goal. Just like why I do YouTube. It's not to make money. It's just to share. I know I kind of keep saying the same thing over and over, but that's really what I do. And that's kind of goes back into one other thing I wanted to talk about. Candace, what are some tricks and tips you have for savings? You know, I know a lot of people give tricks and tips. I don't think savings is all about tricks and tips. I think it's a way of life. For me, it is a way of life. Like, once you incorporate it in your life, it just becomes normal, you know? I feel like, I mean, anybody can fall off the wagon. Just like when I lost all the weight before, I was always exercising. That was a way of life for me, but I got away from it. I got away from it. So that's something I have to incorporate. So I think as you progress, I think one of my biggest, if you want to say, tip is just to be consistent. Consistency is key. Consistency, what do they say? It takes 21 days to do something to make it an actual habit. I think that's what it is, the time frame. So that's what I feel like. Anything you put your mind to, if you're consistent at it, it will become a way of life. And I just think everything else goes along with it. When you start budgeting, you know, you will figure out what's best for you. Do you want to do a monthly budget? Do you want to do a weekly budget or weekly allotments versus bi-weekly? It's all personal. So I don't like to give out tips. The reason for my channel, and the reason why I don't say, oh, you guys should try this, I don't do any of that because I didn't go to school for it, for one. And everybody's situation is different, you know. I feel like sometimes we as people, we listen to people a lot, you know, we listen to other people's advice and we try it, right? But sometimes if you just sit back, you could take little bits here and there from each person. Like somebody may do a money challenge, right? Whereas I just save, right? Most of the time, that's basically what I'm just doing. So a person may say, you know what, I want to save, but I can also incorporate a savings challenge to help me along. Now, whether I want to do the a weekly or monthly challenge or anything like that. That's up to them. So I just feel like as you watch people's channels, just observe. And just like anything else in life, right? If you see something you like and you want to try it out, try it out. I just share, okay? And if somebody wants to, you know, gain inspiration, that's wonderful. And that's all I want to do. I just want to share. If it helps one person, I'm not saying everything I do is going to fit somebody else, because I know it's not. I see stuff that other people do, and I know I can do it and be successful at it. But I'm my own person, you know, and I don't know. I don't know. So that's one thing I wanted to also address. I was going to do a separate video on it, but why not just talk about it all in one? Really quick, today is March 1st. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, I'm going to get this stuff on and popping. I'm going to have to also cut these sheets. So let me show you what I do. Now these are the smaller size ones. So really quick, what you have to do, these are the laminating sheets. Okay, just as one side of it. So you know you have this, right? So say for if I want this to be the front of the cash envelope, and this to be the clear back side. And let me know, do you guys like the clear back side? I think it's more work, which I don't mind. When I do these type of things, it's like craft for me. It's like crafting, so it's really relaxing. I found this off somebody else's channel because really I thought I was going to do my cash envelopes. You see how this is? Same both sides. I just basically cut the sheet into a 6.5. Well, no. 6.5, that's 13. No, that would be 6 inches. So this will be 6 inches because it's 3 inches wide. And I just fold it in half. So the inside is just this, you know. But I do like this. I do like this. And yes, it's less time consuming. But I like to put work into stuff. I'm not all about, and I'm not saying this is crap. I'm not saying that at all. I think this is wonderful. Some people may like this as being more simple and not knowing what's inside. I may do some of these. Comment down below. Let me know. What is your thoughts? Do you like the clear backside? Like, now this one is one I kind of like messed up on. So this one I would have wanted to have, it doesn't matter which side it would have been, but if I obviously have this side, but this side is at the bottom and the M is upside down. So this is one of my faulty ones, right? Like I wasn't really thinking about the process. And but yeah, you would put the money in and you have the clear side. So really quick, how is it made? You have a laminating sheet, right? You have a glossy side, and then you have like a matte side. This is the matte side, this is the glossy side. If I want this to be what shows up on the clear side, because I want this to be on the main front, I would put the glossy side back here. I will put the glossy side back here. So the matte side is sticking up. I would then, hold on, y'all. I would then proceed to put it in this. And I like to put 3 of them in here at a time. Okay, so what will happen is this matte side is the sticky side. So this matte side is going to obviously go with this matte side, and that's going to leave this glossy side open. So that's where the hopefully that makes sense. It should make sense. And that's how it's made. And then obviously the front side goes with this matte side, and this sticks to this. These two matte sides stick together, and that's where you have this, because this is once again the shiny side. So the shiny side goes against that, and that's how you do it. hopefully that makes sense. Nothing, it's not complicated, but you are having to cut more things out. But I just get in my zone. It makes me feel good. If I ever feel like switching it up, hey, I could switch it up. And when I put or show pictures of it on my Etsy shop, I just show it. As I mentioned, starting a business, it depends on what business you start, right? I don't think everything has to be expensive, like to start off. That's just my belief. Well, that's just me, okay? I don't want to put a lot into anything. Just like for my YouTube channel, I haven't put a lot of money into my YouTube channel at all. So in regards to what I put in and what I get out of it, I have a surplus, right? So every month, what I have is a surplus to me, which is awesome. It is awesome. And I really never thought of my YouTube channel being a business, but come tax purposes, it is a business because you get a 10, what is it? It wasn't a 1099. It was called something else, but it's similar to like a 1099 miscellaneous, where you have to pay taxes. I will go into that a little bit later because I have some questions for you guys. I know some people are waiting to still file their taxes, but we'll do that in another video. But yeah, Etsy is just the same, you know. And I've had a video on the cost of starting an Etsy shop, and my beliefs. I'm not trying to be a huge person. I think in the past, I used to give out cash envelopes for free. But then I was thinking about what my husband would say, Candace, or even just people in general, Candace, you need to get paid for this. But I wanted to get people started off, you know, cash envelopes. Obviously, it probably was a thing before, but I think now it's just kind of picking up a lot. And it's gaining momentum. Or that just could be my thinking because that's what's in my recommendations, because that's the type of channels I watch now. And yeah, that was something that I was very passionate about, that it helped me along my journey of getting back on track, getting out of debt and staying on budget. And I just wanted to help others. So I was doing a lot of different giveaways, like, hey, message me if you want a set, you know. I was making just a whole bunch of them, and those were the handmade ones, okay? I feel like I definitely love the handmade ones. Will I do those again? I might. Let me know, which ones do you like? So obviously there's 3 kinds, right? We have just these that I can sell, simple laminated. We have these, which is, once again, one with a clear side, and then the ones that are handmade, which y'all know what those look like. They have the flap. And yeah, let me know. I'm really interested in which ones you guys like the most. And that will help me along as I do want to, you know, stick with this. I don't think the market, if you ever think about like starting a business, right? How can I say it? Sometimes you may think a sector or a type of business is oversaturated. Now, anybody can make cash envelopes. I know this. But a lot of people are just like, hey, I'd rather, you know, buy it from somebody. I never thought personally, because y'all know I don't think highly of myself or anything I do, that when I used to make cash envelopes, people would say, wow, these are good, you should sell them, versus giving them away for free. And I'm like, who would want to buy these? You know, I don't think they're well made, or not saying that they're not well made, but who would want to buy them? If you have my one thing is, if you have a passion for something, if you want to sell something, go for it. You don't know if you're going to be successful. What is your definition of successful? Making a lot of money or making a couple sales? For me, being successful is making a couple of sales. Like, it's wonderful that just one person that would want to buy something from me. So yeah, I mean, let me know. Do you guys have like side hustles? Do you guys make things? Do you guys sell things? Do you guys do digital? I know a lot of people do digital stuff. Some people have books. Some people, you know, make food. Some people offer services. And if anybody, I think if anybody ever thought, hey, this market is saturated, there wouldn't be so many options to choose from. And what I'm seeing is, when I had my Etsy shop back before, I'm still a small channel, but I was even smaller than I am now. And I had such an influx of people that really took the time to come to my Etsy shop and purchase from me. And it just felt amazing. And I'm just like, wow, little old me, and somebody wants to buy something from me. Is it because it's cheap, or is it because they know it's good quality because they see me use my own stuff, or is it just because they want to support me? I don't know. But then people leave reviews, and it just lets you know that your hard work is not in vain. This, once again, is something that I'm very passionate about, and I like to do things with my hands. You know, I like to put things together, and that's what this is like Tara from I Am Tara, I Am Tara Brown, here on YouTube. She's a smaller YouTuber. She has a couple of channels, but I just know of 2 channels. She's like, you know, and a lot of people will say making these things is therapeutic. For a lot of people, a lot of this stuff is therapeutic. And it is, for me, it is very therapeutic, and I just enjoy it. I've always liked to do things with my hands, put things together, and this fits right in for something that I'm passionate about. And I'm like, either way I go, whether I make sales or not, guess what? I'm successful because I'm doing something that's good for me, good for my mental health, good for me. And at the end of the day, if I do sell some, hey, it's money. And that's why I don't want to put much into anything. I don't feel, like I said, I don't feel like anything you're passionate about that you have to go all out for it. Just like for YouTube, I'm passionate about sharing, but I'm not going to give my arm and a leg trying to get the best of the best, because at the end of the day, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here just to share and keep it simple and keep it moving, because things fluctuate. You don't know how good your sales is going to be. You don't know how your views will be. Income with YouTube has fluctuated. I'm back down in the hundreds per month. I'm not saying anything bad about that, but it's just like, it goes in to show that it all comes down to money. Being successful does not equal what you have, okay? Being successful is you doing something that makes you happy at the end of the day. So if you don't have the best quality, or if you don't have the most sales, it's what makes you happy that makes you successful. So I guess this was just a chat. I'm going to stop here because we're at 23 minutes. Oh my goodness. You guys know I could talk all day long, but I feel like I haven't really had a chat with y'all. And I just wanted to touch on a couple things. If you guys know, I just recently let you guys know I'm no longer working at Kohl's or Amazon. So this is something else I could put my mind to. I can do it at my own pace, and it's just wonderful. And I'm my own boss, right? I'm my own boss. And of course, I will keep you guys updated on the output versus the input, okay? Because I think I'm all about finances at the end of the day. And I think that's very interesting. Yeah, I know a lot of people could say, oh, this is how much I'm bringing in. But how much did you put in to get out, you know? And my channel is always about bearing it all it can. It's sharing every single detail of and something that I like to do. And yeah, follow me along for my journey. Let me know if you're interested in those type of videos, whether you're not or you are, I'm going to post it regardless, because guess what? Somebody's going to watch it. So, I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for, sticking in here with me, listening to my crazy talk. And, it was just stuff that was on my mind and my heart that I wanted to address. And yeah, let me get back to this so I can post things. It's the beginning of March, and I have some exciting things to go over with you. Y'all, we're March is going to be a good month. And yeah, let's see what comes about, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.